Greetings, Saber fans. Megtooth Sith here, and I've got a new saber to show you guys. This is a saber that was built for Evan Cannon, and it's going to be for his birthday present. And I hope he likes it. This is an MHS build, and it's an MHS saber that's kind of loosely designed on Mace Windows saber. And there you can see this saber. And it's all MHS parts, and the shrouds here are hand cut, and this leather on the saber is actual real leather. The gold paint didn't come out that great. I've got to do something. Rattle can's just not working. I got to learn how to powder coat or to plate or something. But the bottom line is it looks like a battle worn saber, and I like it. It's a decent saber. This one is powered by Nana Biscotti 4, and has a lithium ion rechargeable 18650 battery, and it has in-hilt recharging right here, which I'll show that here in a second. And it's got 3 fonts on board: Master Windu, Gray Meat, and Dark Meat. And I've run a power extender on the Nana Biscotti, so you get all 3 color channels working. And this is an RGB saber, which mainly I did that so we could get a good purple. So the tricrete diode on this saber is deep red, green, royal blue, and the deep red and the royal blue are blended to give you a purple. I've also built a custom blade plug because this saber is for a kid, young adult, and I don't want him to hurt his eyes by looking at the saber, so that's a special cautionary note to mom and dad. Don't ignite the saber without this in, and look into the tricrete. It will damage your eyes. It's like a laser, so don't look directly at the LEDs when you either need to have the blade plug in or a blade on the lightsaber. It is very, very bright. So, beginning with how to turn this saber on. So this saber is equipped with a kill key. Now the kill key is on this center trim piece right here. So you have to pull at the base of this, pull it out.
This part is over.
And then the saber boots up. So there's your illuminated button, which is wired to the deep sleep pad. You don't have to put that kill key back in. You can just leave the lightsaber like this and it will go to sleep, and you don't need to do anything else. Except when it needs to charge, you just plug this in here. You'll know when it needs to charge because the speaker will sound scratchy, or it'll be throwing swings when you're not swinging, when it's just sitting there still. That's when it needs to be recharged. But at any rate, the first font is Master Windu, and to activate the saber you just press this button. And there you go. Now you can see both the diodes there, red and blue, but when a blade is in it, they're actually mixed for the purple. So when you hit another blade, you get a clash sound, and also you get a color change, which it flashes like a white. To turn it off, you press and hold this button. To go to now this has 3 fonts on board and 3 color sets. So to get to your next font, you press and hold this button through 2 beeps. That's 2 beeps. And this is Gray Meat. When you hear that roar, you know you're good. This is Gray Meat. You press this to ignite. Boom. There's your blue. It's actually mixed in with a little bit of green. This is Gray Meat. Power down. And then to get to your last font, again, press and hold this button through 2 beeps. There's your first. There's your second.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Now this is Dark Meat. I have this on a red blade. You can see the red shine through there. And I've got a greenish, orangish flash on that. To turn the saber off, press and hold it on display in a display stand.
This party's over.
So the last thing I want to show you really quick is this is the charger that I'm sending with this. Let me get some light on the subject here. The charger has an LED light right here. When it's red, the saber is charging. When it's green, the saber is charged. And what you do is, the first thing you do is plug this plug into this port. Then you plug the charger into the wall. And that's how you charge your saber. When the green light's on, your saber's done charging. You remove that. You're good to go. You're ready to play. I'll ship it to you fully charged. If you're going to put the saber on display, go ahead and put that trim piece back in. That trim piece also kills off power to the saber. So now I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how to prep the saber for operation. So the first thing we want to do is remove the blade plug. So this pin here is your blade retention screw. Lefty-loosey on that. Gently pull out your blade plug. Don't lose it. Set it to the side. Then you want to take your lightsaber blade and take this rubber boot off the bottom of it. When your lightsaber blade's not in the saber, you should put this rubber boot back on it to keep the dust out, and it also keeps the wraps inside there in. Insert your saber blade, which I've made this blade as well. Tighten this thumb screw righty-tighty. That keeps the blade in the lightsaber. Next thing you want to do is remove the kilkee. You hear the boot sound, and then boom, we'll light it up so you can hear it go. And here's the cool thing. When you press this button and let it go after the first beep, it'll be in mute. So it lights up in mute. You still have your flash on clash, but it doesn't play any sound effects. It's basically just a stunt saber without sound. And then I'll show you. There's the second font. And then we'll get to the third font, Dark Meat.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not a Jedi yet.
Here's Dark Meat. Happy birthday, Evan. I hope you like this saber. Y'all don't take this apart. If anything goes wrong with it, just send it back to me, and I'll fix it. But it shouldn't go wrong. This saber is definitely solidly built. You can clash it with other people's sabers, but it's pretty much as close to Mace Windu as I could get with MHS modular parts. It's a very nice saber. I made the blade plug. I made the blade for you, and it's all very basic stuff. But it was drop dead at the budget number that I told you it would be, and I stayed under budget by $5. So I hope Evan enjoys the saber. Happy birthday! And also, Evan, the saber is equipped with a cover clip right here, which you can get a belt clip that will slide into, so you can carry your saber on your belt if you want. You can also display it in a display stand like this, and it looks pretty cool. I hope Evan enjoys the saber. Megtooth signing off. May the Force be with you.